Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Godzilla 2004 figure from SH Monster Arts. This is my first SH Monster Arts figure, and honestly, this is one of my top 3 favorite Godzilla designs, this design being from Godzilla Final Wars, so I was super psyched to get this, and I can just say that this is just a beautiful figure that does not disappoint. So let's get into exactly why. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is positively gorgeous and, dare I say, near perfect for a Godzilla figure. And you know, that's always the impression I got from seeing pictures of SH Monster Arts, but having one in hand, just absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like they had the suit on hand to go through with a fine-tooth comb and just plug in all the details. Like, sculpt is pretty much immaculate here. There's definitely some gappiness due to the articulation, but depending on how you pose it, that may not be an issue. And I mean, it's so good. Even textures here on the dorsal fins. You've got the nice like gradient from the gray into the white, and then coming to the body, you've got that just deep texture all the way, which is definitely one of the earliest memories for me of Godzilla. And as I said, this is one of my favorite interpretations, or my favorite versions of Godzilla, even though I didn't see this movie until much later. But you come down to the claws and just look at the depth of the paint there, just absolutely beautiful, as it should be. And then we come to the face, and depth in the eyes is beautiful. Let's see if I can get the focus there. Just great detail all around. Sculpt and proportions are pretty much perfect. Just beautiful. Just can't say enough about it, honestly. And they really took everything about this design to heart and made it look great. I mean, even in the inside of the mouth, let's see if I can get the light to work with me here. But all details, super clean paint all around, just really well done. And just a beautiful interpretation of Godzilla, certainly as he appeared in Final Wars. So that's not articulation, that is aesthetics. Articulation here is super fun, though does take a little bit of practice, and I'll get into that in a bit. Also, you're going to hear the term ball joint a lot here, because that's pretty much what this figure is built on, and honestly a lot of the Monster Arts lines, which is a good thing. And I guess I'll just jump right into what I meant by it takes a little bit of practice, is that this is a very easy figure to pose. Like, all the movements are super smooth, and they invite you to kind of test the tolerance. And the best part of that is that with that tolerance, because everything is on a ball joint, it comes apart pretty easily, honestly. And so I'm trying to bring the arm in, and as you can see, ball joint right there, socket right there, and it just comes apart pretty easily. So you're not really at risk of breaking anything so far, knock on wood, which is very good for me. I love seeing that, and it kind of makes it funner, or more fun, pardon me, to really experiment with it. And let me get that ball joint in place. There we go, pops right back in. So we have ball joints all the way down. As you can see, it is segmented at the various parts of the neck. There is 2 segments of the neck, 1 segment of the head. So we can come all the way around here. Whoa, comes right off. You can actually see the assembly in there. So there you go. And there's the socket. The sockets are a little shallow. So again, that's where it's going to take a little practice. I can see people find this frustrating. So definitely be aware of that if you have not encountered an SH Monster Arts before. But you can definitely get some good range. So really high up, really high down, really low down. Then we come to the mouth, and we're opening about that much and closing completely. Not only that, but we do get a little bit of side to side. I don't know why you'd use that, but you can, to get a little bit of extra expression, which is always nice. And of course, you're coming side to side there. Then we come to the arms. We're also on ball joints. We can come into our T-pose, and we've got swivels everywhere because everything's ball joint. So we've got that. Wrists, everything, again, ball joint. So we can come up to about there with the wrists, come down to about there. You can pretty much move anywhere you want, which is fantastic. Again, you can't fold the arms completely in half, but you can play with them a little bit. So that's that. We have a ball in the diaphragm, we have a ball in the waist. So we're coming all the way around here. So we got some pretty good tolerance coming up, coming forward. Whoop, and then hey, let's look at that assembly while we have that open. And as you can see, just a little bit of a frame, the socket there, ball joint there. As you can see, it kind of sticks out. Comes apart relatively easily, but again, that I find that as a positive because you can really play around with it, see where it is, and just make it move to how you want it to move. So there's our splits, absolutely fantastic. Then we have the ball joints and the legs coming to about there. Can't do a full point with it again, just because of the sculpt. I mean, again, it is Godzilla. Not coming forward too much, but we do have some really good rocker. And then my favorite part is we just got ball joints all the way down the tail. The tail can go pretty much anywhere you want. Like, look at that. That is insane. Because the sculpt, that's gonna be your limiting factor. But everything else, just beautiful, beautiful range everywhere. And again, even if you go too far, all the ball joint's gonna do is pop out. You pop it back in, and you're good to go. So that is articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with a Sofubi Bandai Godzilla 2004 and a NECA Shin Gojira. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Godzilla 2004 figure from SH is that if you are a fan of Godzilla Final Wars, this particular design of Godzilla, if you are a Godzilla fan in general, you really can't do better than SH MonsterArts, and just, yeah, no, absolutely worth the money. It's definitely a more expensive figure than, say, NECA was doing or other companies might be doing for Godzilla. However, absolutely worth it. The articulation is just insane. The detail is absolutely unparalleled. Just, you can't go wrong. So I will be leaving links in the description below to where you can pick up yours if you are interested. So please check those out if that is the case. Pardon me. And yeah, that being said, thanks to you so much for watching, and I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And if you want to take it to the next level and help me even more, there'll be ways to do that listed at the bottom of the description below. So please, please, please check those out. And with all of that being said, ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.